Well, no, not while it was driving. We had parked, and one of the guys.
You outside the window?
No. So one of the guys.
Why was your out the window if it wasn't being the
So the guys were kind of. One of the guys was putting up too much of an argument to get in the van. Like, he was putting up way too much of an argument to get in the van, and it was taking too long. Yeah. And it was like, dude, get in the.
That was her way to.
So that was your way. That
was what I ended up getting to.
Candy.
Yeah. Yes.
You're like, excuse me, sir.
Look,
here's my.
I was already naked and everything. Are you gonna get in
here? Or what are we even doing?
Serious.
Stop wasting my time.
I think he grabbed my boobs even.
Serious.
And he still was like, no, I can't do this. This isn't real. I'm gonna, like, this isn't. This. And I was like, this is the most extreme thing I can do. So I put my in the window and to lure him into the van.
And it worked.
And that finally worked, yeah.
Welcome back, one and all. Thank you for listening. If you're new here, this is the Totally Wholesome, Not Dirty podcast, and I'm your host, Molly Stewart. We define wholesome a little differently here, and my guests span everywhere from the adult industry to the vanilla side of humanity. If you haven't, please consider subscribing. Word of mouth is what helps this podcast grow. So share with a friend, leave a comment, download an episode, or anything you can to help with the algorithm. I release episodes every Monday, and if you're subscribed, you'll never miss an episode. You don't want to miss out on all the crazy conversations that evolve here. But that's enough from me, and let's get to today's guest. Welcome back to the Totally Wholesome, Not Dirty podcast. I am your host, Molly Stewart, and joining me once again is the beautiful Laura and Alex Cole.
That's me.
Yes!
I'm back again. You can't get rid of me.
You can't.
No.
I don't want to.
Awesome.
I'm keeping you forever.
We love you.
I think the first time we ever had podcasts, we talked about humping pillows. Mm-hmm. The last time you were on the podcast with Danny, we talked about coming from chin-ups. What have you been up to? How's life?
Yeah, and we talked about, like, grinding on the side of the bathtub, too. So
we did.
Yeah.
You did say that you ground against the side of the bathtub. Laura, have you ever masturbated in the bathtub? And if so, you haven't?
No, I haven't. Am I missing out?
That was the first place I ever masturbated, with the shower head. That's still my favorite way.
I mean, I've done it. It wasn't the first time. I guess so that does masturbate. Like, that needs masturbating.
Now, Laura says, right, that she doesn't really need to masturbate because she gets such good sex. Now, me, I don't understand that because, like, no matter how much good sex I'm getting, I'm still, taking care of business because otherwise I get grouchy. And I really have to start doing that more because I think that's part of the reason I haven't masturbated in a few days, and I feel like maybe that's why I've been a little grouchy the last few days. All right, so Laura, since I'm trying to open you up, right, like a flower, I have a very special gift for you today. And it comes to you from Kiru, who makes my stroker.
What?
It's something for you to put your penis inside. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not. That's just my toy.
You mean my fist?
This is for you. Now, this is Bluetooth enabled. I believe it's wireless. Like, I know it's wireless. I believe it is waterproof. I have to check. But it's also Bluetooth. So I believe that you could play with this with a certain partner when someone is on their work trips.
Hey!
Because someone can control it for you. You're welcome, Carlos.
Oh my goodness. Wait a second. So you're saying...
I just called him Carlos.
That's okay. You know what's happened? He has name badges from work. I'm so
sorry, Carlo. I love you. No. I know what your name is.
No, but listen, like he's had badges for work that said Carlos. And it's like he never really cares. Yeah. But yeah, it's so funny. Close.
I've never met someone named Carlo before. And so you just think it in your brain. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and I haven't hung out with him in forever either. Yeah. Because he's so freaking busy.
I know.
But
he needs to come on the show.
Not too busy to play with a toy on his phone.
Oh,
from afar.
And it's purple?
It's purple.
It's like you knew. Mm. Thank you. This is such a kind gift. Thank you, Kiru. It's going to be like the gift that keeps on giving.
And giving.
Orgasms.
And giving.
And giving. That is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stoked.
And I think it's just fun that you could even play with, like, together. It's one of those things that can maybe go in at the same time.
And then you're going to be expecting feedback, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Of course. We're going
like
to
a follow-up?
No, of course. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to test it and you need to give some product reviews.
Get
because
to work.
we need
A
to...
detailed 30-minute video.
There we go.
Yeah.
Tutorial? Or
Yes.
Yeah, do it on your Wholesome fans, but just don't show anything. Do it like the Japanese porns where it's just everything is blurred. It's just like, you know, like the cross blocks. So,
oh
like,
my
you
God.
can't see anything.
And what? It's me, but it's all like super blocked out.
Yeah, it's all just like pixelated. Like you look like a Minecraft like.
I was just thinking talk about it, but I like her idea more. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I did go a little overboard, but we can also talk about it on the
I think you
podcast
should
as
make
well.
a version for YouTube and a version for Pornhub. So,
Yeah, and if
so
you guys
that's
have
2
questions, make sure you submit them. You know, we
submit
want to know your questions.
Oh, and speaking of submissions, because you guys know I love voicemails so very much. We have a voicemail here from Laura. Can you read the full name to me? Because it's very long. There's 4 names in one person's
Are you all
name.
ready for this? Okay, it says Larry Sonny Buchanan Jr.
Larry Sonny
Buchanan
Jr.
Jr.
We just put a hex on him on accident.
Oh no. I'm so sorry, Larry.
Be careful for the next few days, Larry.
Just watch out. Maybe
Don't
stay
go
home.
outside. We warned you.
That when 3 women in a room
Chant
connect
your
in the
name.
way that we have and chant your name, I just feel like there's a potential for something to go wrong. Like, you look a little witchy right now, I'm not gonna lie, and you're like beautiful little kimono.
I was gonna
So
change.
pretty.
Oh, thank you.
I
It's
love
just a
that.
house robe, so
It's beautiful.
I know, but you pull it off.
She's
thank
rocking
you.
it.
Very witchy, so just be careful. I would trust what she says. But we're gonna listen from Larry Sonny Buchanan Jr.
Yeah.
Am I
Got to
correct?
say.
All right.
That is correct.
You're welcome for that ASMR, Larry, as I say your name sexually into the microphone. Vagina. All right. I'm never gonna get over that in my life.
Hey.
We'll never get over it. I just want people.
that is really
to
on your
laugh.
mind.
I know.
Vagina.
Laura, can you please help me? I can't find.
I think you're.
If there's a mouse that's doing
Oh,
something.
it's not moving.
It's
Oh, there it
oh,
is.
oh, oh.
Grab
movement.
it.
Movement detected.
Yep, there you go.
I am ancient and technology hates me.
How old are you now?
30.
I'm
Wait.
older
this
than
is
you.
too-
We gotta start it over.
It's too quiet. Technical difficulties.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
Okay, just watch this be way too loud. I am 30. I'm about to be 31 later this year.
I'm 31.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
a party.
Yeah.
All right.
So, you saying I'm ancient?
No.
Because I'm older than you.
You know what, bitch? All right. I'm so sorry, Larry. I have to restart
We're
this
trying
now.
to get you from the beginning.
My dear, do you understand what you told me about... All right, I need to restart this whole page because I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Do you remember how you told me? You were like, they said that, you know, I'm too young looking to play a MILF, but I'm too old to play a child. You are so young looking. I thought you were so much younger. Then you're just completely ageless. There's like no wrinkles upon your skin.
She
You don't
is
even get
ageless.
Botox. It's insane. So I am ancient and haggard.
No, you're
But
not.
No,
You
you're
are
not.
beautiful witchy creature.
And I will stop both of you right there because I just found out it's been 3 years since I met Alex
Yeah.
and touched her face with makeup.
Yeah, all over that face.
And
With your hands
she
too,
hasn't,
I'm sure.
She hasn't aged. You haven't aged either.
Yes, I have.
Miss
Yes, I have.
Miss Molly Stewart, you have not aged at all.
Supermodel.
Yes.
I'm uncomfortable.
And I
All
can
right,
say that.
Larry,
We are all uncomfortable
Because I
with
touched their
compliments.
we are
faces.
so... Why do you think we're so uncomfortable with compliments?
I
You're
don't
like,
know.
ew, no.
I don't know.
It feels icky.
Yeah.
It feels icky on me.
I don't
like-
like it.
I like to
Especially-
make
okay,
you feel icky.
But there's also a difference, right? Because, like, I feel like you get the compliments on the job all the time.
Yeah.
But then, like, when it's actually, like, face-to-face or it's someone that you know, and then it's just like, no, you don't. You don't really think that. Don't feed my ego. Just stop. Like,
Yeah.
And why? Why do
I
you
think you get it from people constantly, and you kind of like, I think you and I are similar in that we kind of tune it out. And it's like, it's just noise at that point.
Yeah.
And that's how you avoid having an ego. But then when people that care about you tell you that stuff, you're kind of in the habit of tuning it out.
Like,
yeah.
Agreed.
And it kind of feels like somebody's going to be like, turn it around on you. Right? Like,
turn it around how? Tell me.
Accuse you of being like arrogant or like vain or
the guilt for
there's
feeling
so much
anything
guilt.
good about yourself. Like I've caught myself doing this so many times. I'm sorry, Larry, we haven't forgotten about you, Larry Sonny Buchanan Jr.
Please.
I am getting
You're
to you,
on
I
hold
promise. But
quick.
I've had this so many times where you start getting into like, oh, like I did that, or you see a photo and you're like, wow, like I look this or that, or I accomplished this, and then it's like the immediate guilt of like, well, maybe I shouldn't have told anybody, or maybe I shouldn't be this excited, or maybe I shouldn't talk about it. And you start tearing it down and finding reasons why it's not as good as you initially thought, or whatever, and then kind of destroy it for yourself too.
You're like, be excited.
Yeah, and then it's
what's
like,
wrong with me?
Like, what does that? Where does that guilt come from? Of like having.
Because you want to always like grow too, so you're not gonna ever like be happy about being where you're at. You always want to like.
But I'm saying like you can be happy where you're at, but I think inherently a lot of people do this, and a lot of people that I know. Maybe if you guys don't feel this way, or if you do, feel free to comment and leave feedback on it. But like, where does it come from overall? I mean, obviously we're always trying to better ourselves and to do better, but it comes from somewhere else to actually have guilt for not like reveling in success, but for having some pride in yourself.
I don't know about like you or anything, but I know that when I was in school, I got like kind of picked on for being good at things, like being a straight A student or a teacher's pet, that kind of thing. Like, so I think maybe some of the shame kind of feeling, maybe not guilt exactly, but maybe a shame kind of feeling of like being proud of yourself is something that makes you a bit of a target. So you don't want to be too proud of yourself, because then people think you're arrogant. Yeah,
but so. I mean, and I think that there's, healthy levels to that too, but to like never be able to feel pride in yourself isn't healthy either. Because then it's like you could accomplish, I think that it's just a matter of that healthy balance. But I feel like there's also a lot of that just out in the world where other people will judge you for feeling some semblance of pride in whatever it is that you're, feeling that about. It's like, and I think a lot of it is like, there's a lot of people who aren't happy, and we're not happy all the time. And it's easy to look at like somebody else being proud or happy of something that they've done, especially on like your worst day, and it's just easy to leave that commentation, and it's easy to like, I don't think commentation is a word, but to kind of with confidence. I did. but it's basically easy for them to kind of engage in a way that's negative, because it doesn't take really any time for them. Do you know what I mean? But and that's just people in general, but I think a lot of people just aren't as focused on how to kind of fulfill themselves. And it's like that. Have you guys heard of the Parasocial? Like, where basically, I believe it's something where when you have like an entertainment personality, so whether it's someone like on TV, or a comedian, or a podcast, or whatever it is, where you're kind of invested in that particular person, and you watch them all the time. And you feel like you know so much about them that you feel like you know them as an actual person, even though you've never met. So I feel like that, a lot of people just feel just comfortable in a space of anonymity, just kind of like saying whatever, because maybe in whatever aspect that they watch you or think that they know you based on that limited interaction, they're like, well, I know exactly what's right for you because I know you. It's like, no, you really don't. You get like little pieces, here and there. But then, I don't know. I just don't know why people have to tear each other down all the time.
You see what they put out there for you to see.
Yeah.
First of all, and there's so much more to all of us than what we put out there for everyone to see. Good things, the private things, private parts.
Yeah.
Not everyone sees my private
Exactly.
You haven't seen them.
No, but I want to.
I know.
I'm still working on it.
I'm
I'll
working
get there
on my
eventually.
nudes,
Mark
too.
my words. I will see this woman naked before I die. Could be a really long time from now.
You saw me in
Just
lingerie.
on your deathbed.
Kind of.
You saw me in lingerie.
I know, but it wasn't naked.
I know. You weren't. I wasn't
Just
naked.
on your deathbed, you'll be like, my final request. And you'll be like, you bitch, you can't.
All right.
I held
That
out this
would be
long.
awesome. High five for that. Yes, team.
Laura,
Laura, my dying
I need
wish.
you to strip for me.
Please. Just.
Right.
I still don't.
Just for a
My
moment.
I still say no.
You would be
You
a
would deny
monster
me on
not
my-
to.
No.
You would deny me on my
You would be-
deathbed a
I'd
strip
be like,
dance?
you waited
Would
this
that-
long.
Would that make you a monster?
I am just feeling all sorts of rejection
It's-
lately, and it's just not going well for me.
Joke. She's gonna see it before she's on her deathbed. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Maybe
All
it's
right.
sooner than later, dude.
Ooh.
Maybe it's tonight.
Maybe it is tonight. Maybe you need to start a campaign on your OnlyFans for how much money you want for me to see you naked.
Yeah.
Nobody gets to see it.
Maybe
That's
I
just
will.
me getting to see
Stay
you naked.
tuned.
So if you guys want to pay for me to see...
To see me fully nude. We'll talk about this on my Wholesome Fans. Wham Glam Artistry. Go check it
Oh my
out.
god. All right, we're going to have to roll back to Larry now.
Larry.
All right,
Larry.
what
What's up?
What's up, Larry? Larry Sonny Buchanan
Junior.
Here we go.
A patient king.
One second. Hello, Miss Stewart. My name is Larry Buchanan, and I really appreciate your podcast, especially when you have Alexis Fox on there. She is quite a dynamic performer, and probably one of the best out there, and such a sweet lady. You are quite a lady yourself, and I just want to say keep it up, and I support artists like you. I have for almost 25 years on the local club circuit. So I've been a volunteer security officer. Well, I've done it most of my career. So and I understand that all artists come in all shapes and forms, and I applaud what you're doing, and keep it up. You are a wonderful lady. Talk to you later.
Thank you. He sounded more sure at the end that I was, in fact, a lady.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He's like,
way
you
more
are
sure.
a lady?
And what a
I'm
good
like,
dude to be a
Maybe.
He was nervous. He had to take a.
what a good dude. He's
Nice
a
breath.
volunteer security officer.
How does that work? Like, I'm curious. I want to know more about Larry.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up, Larry? Talk
Larry
about
Sonny
it.
Buchanan Jr. I want to know more about you because... Okay, so I hear how my voice sounds, right? And I freaking hate my voice. You sound like a cartoon character. I don't mean that in any
Not in a bad
disparaging
way.
No.
at all. Not in a bad way.
But I have this picture of you in my head of what you look like. And
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what kind of like Popeye motherfucker you are, that you are a security guard. Like, I want to know what you look like because I feel like based on your voice, I could draw you as a character. It would look nothing like him, but maybe it would look exactly like him. Do I know what he looks like based on his voice? I'm really curious. We may have to test this theory.
Who are you, Larry?
Larry, I want to know more. Please tell me where you are a security officer and like for what events and how you volunteer in that. And do you have to wear a shirt that says security, or do you have like
A uniform
vest?
or something?
Or what do
A
you...
vest?
Are you undercover security?
Are you undercover? Wait. Volunteer. But I feel like I'm so confused. I've never heard of a volunteer security guard before. Is that like
You just
like if
go
you
in your own
go-
time?
Like if you
In
go,
your own-
oh, maybe if it's like conventions, he goes and support. Like maybe he helps. Maybe I'm so sorry, Larry. I'm trying to figure this out. Like supports like if Alexis Fox, for
Yeah.
instance, who he's a fan of, if he'd like help her out and like. I don't know. That's why I'm curious. Like
We want to
just
know
what-
more. Please.
There's so many questions and so few answers.
And thank you for
I appreciate
calling.
you for calling in. I don't think. Did he have a question?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay. Well, thank you.
He just said
And
he was like giving you kudos. For
We're glad that you're
Yeah.
listening, and we want to know more about you because I like your voice and you entertain me. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of security and events coming up, AVN is coming back, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Isn't it?
I think so.
What do we know where it's going to be yet?
I do, but I forgot. It's here, but
It's somewhere.
Are you going to go?
yeah, probably.
I don't even know how to go anymore because I'm not affiliated with anyone, just myself.
That's a good question, actually. You don't shoot anymore.
I shot recently for browsers. I don't even know if it's out because my Twitter goes.
Well, then I think browsers would get you in.
Yeah, I could probably reach out to somebody. I don't know.
They might.
I would even do
I feel
at a
like
convention
they
anymore. I feel like it's been so long.
I feel like they'd want you to sign at their booth at least for a little bit. You know,
that's crazy.
That'd be fun.
The last AVN, they didn't even have a browsers booth at the last one, did they?
Oh, did they not?
I don't think they did.
I didn't really walk around.
That's why I was kind of wondering if they're bringing it back. Who's going to be there this year? Because it was kind of getting real quiet the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Oh, I'll grab you one.
Oh, you know what?
Step out.
This is a great time to take a liquid IV break.
Hey!
Did you know that 16 ounces of water combined with 1 stick of liquid IV hydrates better and more efficiently, faster than water alone with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks? B3, B5, B6,
all the Bs,
B12, all the Bs, vitamin C, 5 essential vitamins that are carried into your bloodstream with CTT technology, cellular transport technology, carrying all of those essential vitamins right into your... I said that twice, but it's okay because it's an important point to reiterate because you are possibly and probably dehydrated. I don't know. You could be.
Yep.
You could be dehydrated. And why risk it, you know? Why risk it? Go to liquidiv.com, use code TWND at checkout, TWND, to save 25%.
That's huge.
And get free shipping
25%.
on anything that you purchase. All right, Liquid IV.
Bless you. Liquid IV. Get it. They're good people. They give back.
Liquid IV is amazing. Thank you for sponsoring this podcast. Liquid IV is great. We talk about it all the time.
They taste amazing.
Have you had Liquid IV?
I think you did have me try it, and it was good. Yeah.
And they make different ones. Like
There's so
the
many
ones
different...
for waking up.
There's so many different flavors. That's actually true. They have the yuzu pineapple one.
Yeah.
Which is really good, which has like a, energy.
It's nice.
Stick. It's real good.
And the lavender one?
Yeah, I have it. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
As the water level lowers, they keep finding. You didn't hear about that?
I've been hearing about it.
Well, that's basically it. Is as the water level has been lowering, they've been finding bodies in the lake.
Like recent bodies?
Yeah.
Or
well, I don't know. I don't know how recent or anything. I just know they've been finding them. I think 3.
Dang.
So far at different times, and but I didn't look into it.
That's wild.
Do you ever get afraid about dying?
Yeah. All the time.
Why did I laugh? Why did I laugh?
Because it's like a discomfort response.
I just why?
Because I'm just thinking about it. You find all the dead bodies, right? Or you watch serial killer shit, or just having been victims of abuse or whatever, you just think about it.
I know.
I mean, it's just you ever just think or the worst, you just live for so long. Or you have a stroke or something.
Fuck. Yeah, that's a fear of mine though. Going out like that, I do fear that. That's scary. Try to be healthy,
Yeah.
Let's try to be healthy and
oh my god.
Dang.
Yeah. I think about it a lot, but it's also just well, what do you do?
You just go with the flow.
It's easy to get into those cycles. It's crazy.
That's why we're living our best lives right now.
Mm-hmm.
Live our best lives.
Laura, have you ever taken public transportation?
Yes.
What's your favorite mode of public transportation?
I like the train. The train's pretty cool.
Trains are pretty fun.
I mean, if I have to do
one of my least favorite modes of transportation is a bus. However, Alex Cole, tell me about your Bangbus experience.
The Bangbus experience.
Because she was talking to us about it before, and I was like, no, I want to hear all about it.
Right? I know, me too. I'm excited.
People need to know.
Well, I was out in Miami, and I was shooting with the director that works on Bangbus, and he was like, you haven't done it? And so I was like, no, and we talked about it, and it was crazy, because none of the guys were performers, and people are like, oh, it's fake, and I mean, I guess it's real, but it's, orchestrated for safety, you know?
Well, you have to.
The guys have to be tested and,
you have to be safe for yourself.
Yeah. But it is real in that they are just dudes off the street It's just that we put them there, but like
Yeah, like they're
Lucky
selected
dudes.
from the street. Like they're not performers.
They're not
just...
performers. One of the guys had an OnlyFans, but like a beginner's, like a baby OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
And I think he was the most confident, but the other guys, like, they didn't, like, one of them had been
Were
an
they
extra
so
before,
nervous?
but like,
Were they? You said they were fans, right?
yeah, two of them ended up telling me that they were like big fans of me, and I was like, oh shit, really? Well then,
How did that feel? Did it feel like you like extra, like wanted to extra perform or whatever? Like,
yeah, it definitely it upped the pressure, I guess. But no, it was really cool. I would shoot a scene like that like once a week for sure. It was
That's
just
so
really,
cool.
it was just really fun because like I've been shooting porn for a couple years, and like you shoot with the same people over and over again. You get familiar with them, and it's like, you know, just like, hey man, how you doing? Hey, do you need some help? Okay, cool. And
So it's like
Here we
exciting
go.
to have
So-
something new.
and they were so excited and so nervous because I got to meet them briefly before when we were doing paperwork, and they said normally the girls don't even talk to the guys, but I was like, hey, let's all introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Alex. What's your name? We're gonna be having sex today. And
Nice to meet you.
I can't tell y'all what happened, but not everybody made it to sex, but everybody tried.
Yeah,
You know? And so,
the effort was there.
yeah,
Did
but
they
it-
get A's? A's for effort.
But yeah, it was really cool. It was really fun. And it was kind of challenging because I'm blind, but I didn't want my glasses in the van. I didn't want them to get crushed or anything.
Oh, so it is a van. It's a bang van.
It's a van, yeah. And it's like a dirty van.
Ooh,
It's like
dirty
old
van.
school. Cool.
Yeah, it's legit. It's pretty legit.
Why
But they
is it
put
dirty?
like there's clean places, like they put blankets and stuff down, but if you're like on the floor, but they have a blanket. It's just like if the blanket moves and you're on the floor.
If you touch the
I'm
floor,
sure that they try to clean it, but there's a lot of stuff happening in there.
if you touch the
So-
floor, you might
I
catch
just feel like
I had
people
black
a lot-
shit under my fingernails. And actually, I had a black, like, mark on
Oh,
me.
this bothers
and,
me so much.
and we cut, and the director was like, hey, let's, like, wipe that off because you're not going to like how that looks. And I was like, oh, my God, thank you for having my back. But it was difficult because he didn't realize how blind I was.
Excuse me, there are so many cleaning supplies. I could
But you
recommend
can't
some
really
things.
scrub it because you'd have to scrub the names off, and everybody's names are written on there. Like, the floor you could scrub, but the walls and the ceiling, you can't clean that because everybody's names are written, and you'd clean the names off. So, for art,
Wow.
Yeah, okay, but on the
Art.
floor at least. At least on the floor.
there's blankets. I had a great time. And, fuck, what was I saying? Oh, shit, I forgot.
They were nervous. You
Yeah.
were in control.
Yeah.
Oh, you said that the director said something awesome too.
Oh, no, he cleaned me up. There was something else. I don't remember now. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, how dare you? I will never forgive you. I'm Inigo Montoya.
But I opened up to you and the entire world
I know.
about humping pillows.
I know you did, and I love you forever. I can love you forever and never forgive you.
Oh, okay.
It's a duality of
and never.
person.
It's just because sometimes there are just things in people and you're just like, no. But everything else is fine, so I guess we're fine.
Oh. It was difficult for me in the Bangbus because they didn't realize how blind I was. Like, they knew I had glasses, but, yeah. And so you're supposed to, I'm leaning out the window, and I'm naked, and I'm, like, looking for these guys, and I don't want to point at someone that's not the guy, you know?
Yeah.
And then with one of the guys, he ended up, like, playing basketball with a stranger while he was waiting for us to pick him up. So then when we whipped around, I was like, there's two people there. Why are there two people there? And I was like, do you think the other guy's going to come over? Is this going to be a problem? And he was like, just trust him that he isn't an idiot and that he will send the guy away. And I was like, okay. But I was super nervous.
Yeah.
And then at one point, I put my whole, like, pussy out the window. Yeah. I put my feet up on the window edge and, like, put my whole lower half out the window with my knees and everything.
While I was
I
driving?
would do it, but I have a dress on, so
While I was driving?
yeah. Well, no, not while it was driving. We had parked, and one of the guys.
He fucked you outside the window?
No. So one of the guys.
Why was your vagina out the window if it wasn't being fucked out the window?
So the guys were kind of. One of the guys was putting up too much of an argument to get in the van. Like, he was putting up way too much of an argument to get in the van, and it was taking too long. Yeah. And it was like, dude, get in the fucking...
That was her way to...
So, that was your way... That
was what I ended up getting to.
Candy.
Yeah. Yes.
You're like, excuse me, sir.
Look.
Here's my vagina.
I was already naked and everything. Are you going to get in
here? Or what are we even doing?
Serious.
Stop wasting my time.
I think he grabbed my boobs even.
Serious.
And he still was like, no, I can't do this. This isn't real. I'm going to, like, this isn't... This. And I was like... This is the most extreme thing I can do. So I put my pussy out the window and to lure him into the van.
And it worked.
And that finally worked, yes.
Did he come?
Yes.
Okay. Did he come quickly?
No. Oh. He did pretty good. I think we did 2 positions.
Nice.
So, yeah. So.
Damn.
Was he like good? How would you rate it like on a scale of 1 to 10?
I was feeling pretty solid the whole day. Like everybody was great. But yeah, I think he was the best one.
The one who put up the most resistance. The one that you had to lure with your pussy
I had
candy.
to really work for it. I think he actually came twice.
Wow.
Yeah. One in each
impressive.
position. Yeah. Yeah, no, he did. But
damn.
I don't want to give everything away, but yeah, twice.
Hey.
I love it when you can make a guy come more than once.
My record is 3. I made him come 3 times.
Queen.
In like 15 minutes.
That is amazing.
That's good.
That's real good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I try. Art.
I might have a little bit more than that, but I don't know if I should share that. It was a long night.
I feel like you should. I think I've heard this.
Yeah, it was a long night.
It's like astronomical. Astronomical.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like over a quick period or anything. It was all night.
Oh, no.
It was like 10 times.
10.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. My pussy was so rough. But I was like, I need more.
I bet you couldn't walk the next day.
I could walk fine. Just like a little like...
you hobble a little, but you can move.
Like
from one place to another.
We're not like incapable. It's not like you can actually break me like I'm a freaking tank, but it's it's like, wow, I could use a little massage oil or something like. But there was that too. It didn't matter. Still raw. I mean, that many times. It's, it's rough.
Neosporin.
But it's necessary sometimes.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like,
it is.
You just have to get it out.
I went to go visit
There's a beast inside of you, and if you don't let it out, something bad is going to happen. You don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But you just know that you need to keep going.
Yeah. I went to go visit my boyfriend in Miami, and we fucked like 5 times in a row. And it was just, and I was a little like raw, so I just got some Neosporin and put Neosporin in there. And then I was like, let's go again. It really works.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 3 is my max. That's like my max ever.
Like I said, long night.
And I'd probably be walking backwards.
Like, it's one of those like first time experience. You know what I mean? It's not like that shit happens all the time. It's just like that's the record.
I'll be walking backwards.
Yeah.
Anything after 3
in a freaking wheelchair.
I would be calling.
Sometimes I feel like I need that. Like I have that inside of me. I'm like, I need to be like, I need to tap out. Like, you don't understand. And sometimes I feel like, all right, well, at some point you just have to take care of that shit yourself. I don't know if that's healthy. Maybe I'm using masturbation in an unhealthy way or sex.
You think?
I don't know.
I don't know. That doesn't sound unhealthy.
I think
So here's the difference too, right? Like when I was on cam, how often do you masturbate in a day when you're on cam for that freaking long? Or at least like are playing with a vibrator or something. Think about that. Or like touching yourself. Like I'm so hypersexual. Like nobody can be expected to keep to be able to
Right.
to
No,
manage
I think it's healthy to
that
deal with
issue.
I think it's healthy to like take care of yourself, especially if your partner's tired or whatever. Like, yeah, because you don't not need it just because they're tired, but they don't need to help you just because you need it.
Yeah. Well, it's just, I don't know. It's sometimes like I get so busy too, and I'm so much more busy than I used to be. Like I used to think being on cam was busy. It's not. OnlyFans is busy. LoyalFans is busy.
Being on cam
Making
feels like
content,
a vacation.
Fulfilling custom orders that I have that are spreadsheets long. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm doing the best I can. Laura and I actually have a custom day coming soon that I'm so excited about, but I have so much to do. Like, I didn't know busy. I know busy now. And I don't have time to just, like, sit around with my vibrator anymore. But sometimes, you just crank it out in 2 minutes. But then sometimes you just, take time. But I don't feel like I don't have the time to, like, sexually satisfy myself anymore. That's very frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
You gotta make time for that.
And she makes a lot of time for that. Period.
Well, it's like, okay, so here's the interesting thing too with this is because, like, I love that feeling. But when you do customs, sometimes customs are only 3 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
And they also want a striptease or they want whatever. I can't necessarily make myself come, especially if they haven't, like, tipped for a toy or whatever. I don't really use my fingers, let's be honest. And, like... you can't actually fulfill yourself. So you end up getting through making a bunch of customs. You don't necessarily come in 80% of them, So it's not necessarily the same as just sitting on cam edging all freaking day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember those days of the control cum shows?
Yeah. No, I do. I actually just got a Dommy, the Dommy 2 thing. The controllable vibrator. I brought it over, actually. It's really good. It's, like, tip activated.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you can also...
you can sync it to sites?
Yeah, and you can also, like, set it up so that if they tip a certain amount, they can control it for a certain amount of time, which it's awesome. It's super awesome.
Where do you cam through?
Chatterbait mostly, but I think it works on both.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think...
Is that similar to this?
I think that...
Yeah.
I think Kiru can do that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the integration. They just sent me a bunch of sex toys, so thank you, Kiru.
Amazing.
No, it's really cool. Yeah, they're fun. So I hope you have to let me know your review of it because that's very exciting. Oh my god. Laura?
It matches my nails.
Oh my god, I just realized that.
Did you know?
No, I didn't know. You asked that earlier and I
matches.
didn't realize. I was like, you like purple?
I love you.
But I always make your text green when
love
I
you.
do the subtitles on stuff because I know you like green.
The greens.
All the time.
24/7.
What kind of content have you been shooting recently? Because I didn't see you for so many months.
I know. We've been apart a lot. Let's see. What did I shoot? Let's see. I've been shooting more for companies lately. I haven't been shooting my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Miami and shot a bunch for, like, Bang Bros and Reality Kings and sites like that. So that was fun. But it's kind of just the same stuff, like step whatever, and
the routine of kind of like the same recycled script again and again.
Yeah.
Does it get a little monotonous?
A little, and no, not really. It's just like, I think right now it's kind of hard to think of an exciting way to frame it. But I do still have a lot of fun doing it. It's just that there's no newness to the concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I am working on a project with Nubile's Alex Cole, sex therapist. So we were just about to shoot our 3rd episode for it, but the other female talent had to cancel, so we didn't get to do that. But
Wow. Very cool.
yeah, so it's basically I'm a sex therapist and I work them through their problems in sexy ways, and
Like a series of these?
yeah,
Awesome.
So,
And you've shot 2, you said already?
yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
I like
So
that.
I'm
Very
pretty,
cool.
Pretty happy about it. What?
She's like, what about?
Sex therapist me, bitch. What the fuck?
Right now?
No. What?
No. No, I
after
totally
this.
would. They aren't letting me pick
No,
people or
After
anything.
this.
I haven't gotten to pick the people or anything, but I'm talking to him about that.
Very cool.
So
That's really fun.
yeah,
It's an exciting project.
yeah. So we did the 2 scenes for it, and then we tried to do the 3rd, but that didn't work. And we've done 2 solos for it too.
What do you do as far as like, if you can talk about it, as far as like working therapy into it, like sexually? That's interesting.
So it's super like fourth wall kind of breaking, where I'm like looking directly in the camera. I'm like, "Hi, I'm Alex Cole, sex therapist, and I'm here to like help you through these problems and teach you the importance of physical intimacy and how to like listen to your partner and stuff like that." So then the first episode, we had a couple come in, and it's 2 porn stars, but they're playing a couple, and they come in and like, she's really into it because she knows we're going to have a threesome because she's heard about me from her friends.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know why the fuck we're in fucking therapy. Like, nothing's wrong with me. Like, kind of a fucking attitude.
Yeah.
And I end up blindfolding them and then, like, touching on them and, like, getting them to touch each other. And then he's blindfolded and I take her blindfold off and we, like, do a double blowjob and then unblindfold him. And he's like, oh, my God, what is happening?
Yeah. That's crazy.
So, and sex. But,
well, it's one way to do it.
Super cool.
yeah, and then we just did a couple solos where it's just like me talking to the camera and it's still like a JOI and like masturbation and outfits and stuff like that. It's a lot of business wear. I need to buy a lot of business wear.
She's like, my closet's all suits.
I can see
That's
you in business wear for
awesome.
sure. Are you more of a pantsuit or like a skirt, like a pencil skirt?
skirt?
So they want me to wear skirts, but I'm definitely more of a pantsuit person.
Nice.
Like
Class act.
Like I think you said earlier, I like it when people call me daddy. Me too.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty.
like
That's
daddy's
pretty hot.
home.
But I
Totally.
also feel like I could see you in one of those like pont skirts, like the really high waist and then really tight because your booty is so delicious.
I definitely wear those.
So I have,
So
an,
delicious.
I have an
Thank you.
idea,
with like a
ladies.
high slit up the back, but like still really tight.
Yeah.
And then she gets that blouse.
Yeah.
That's
If you
very
would like to help
dominating.
me shop, I would appreciate it.
I
You
will
can
help
dress
you.
me.
I think we
I'll
all
pay
need
for
to go
it.
shopping for
feel-
that, and
Yeah.
because
I
we
love
need
to dress you.
Yeah.
I would love to dress you. I don't know how to dress myself. Clearly, look at me. But I'm good at picking it for other people.
We all need suits, and we all need to do another episode.
Where we're all
we're
in
wearing the
suits.
suits, and we do our makeup the way we did when we were in high school.
Oh my god.
Ooh, yeah.
you know,
Wait. Please. If you guys can make this happen, I will love you all so dearly, dear listeners. We're all in suits. Back for an episode where you guys have submitted your preferably voicemails for your sex therapy questions.
Oh yeah.
I love
Give them
it.
to
We
me.
address all of your questions about sex, your worries about sex, concerns, blah, 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 whatever, while in suits.
how bless you. How
Why am I
amazing would that
sneezing so
be?
much?
I am too.
Jesus. I'm dying. Laura, can you maybe put out the candle?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, we forgot about this story. So, story time. Julia decided to take a shit in the room next door to the podcast room. And when the door was open on our break, the smell of poop wafted into this room. So we had a candle going, and I think I'm choking on the smoke. Because Julia decided if I took her pooping room, she would take the other room.
She
to
was
poop
like,
in.
"F you.
I
I want that
will.
room.
I will have
I'll
a
take-
pooping room.
Yeah, I will take this."
She
room.
demands it. Every female dog that I've ever had has had a pooping room. Like, they get mad and they poop. They're all like Amber Heard's bitches. So I really think that it's true. Like, literally every female dog. One of them just loved to shit in my roommate's room. There was another one. Oh, where did she like to shit? It's always like, it's always the most inconvenient room too. Like the ones with carpet. Most of this house is hardwood floors. There's so many places to poop.
Oh my
She
God,
knows.
yeah.
It's always on the carpet.
Man,
I had a foster puppy for a while, and she was only with me for 2 weeks, and she shit inside the house 52 times. And never
You counted?
52. I did, because I was like, this is a lot of times. I should probably keep track of how many
Tally
times
them.
this is.
You had
like
a
in
poop
case
tally.
kind of in case there was a problem, because it was like I'm fostering this dog, so like this is a lot. And it was always on the carpet. I covered the floor in puppy pads too, and she would move them and shit on the carpet.
Man.
And I was like,
That's
I don't know if I ever
awful.
want a dog. But now me and Danny are talking about getting Rottweiler puppies.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, she only does it when she's mad, right? It's not like she just poops in the house all the time. It's just that if she can bust into a room with carpet while I'm not around or not giving her attention, or I didn't give her enough food because she's fat and wants to be fatter. No, girl, she's fat. The vet said. And she's been on a diet, and I don't understand why she's not losing weight. And I think it's because my man likes to give her snacks. But I need to give her a little less breakfast if she gets snacks. Like, I don't know what to do. She just loves being thick. Like, she's just chunky.
See?
And then she poops, and she poops out her anger. And it bothers me so much.
She poops out of anger because she's so thick.
And I know her poop, which is the worst thing, and I hate that I know it. Like, I know all of their poop, what it looks like. I know when it's her poop.
That's what being a mother is.
She has a very specific turd.
Being a mother is knowing what your child's poop looks like. It's true.
Oh my God. I pooped the other day, and it looked like Mr. Hanky.
Oh.
You know?
The Christmas poop.
The Christmas hat. I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank
and
you.
everyone.
I need to get you a Tushy, girl. I need to get you a
Tushy, where you at?
Oh my God. Maybe that's what I'll get you for Christmas is a Tushy.
Tushy.
Do you have one?
What is that?
Like the strap-on bidet?
Mm-mm. I don't have one. I've never used a bidet.
She's like, girl, you need a bidet.
You should use the one that's in this bathroom.
I think about it every time I go in there, but I just never do. I'm scared of it.
No. You have to let it.
I don't feel like I'm sitting in the right place.
Yes, you have to position yourself. It was a trial and error for me because, like, at first I didn't know how to turn it on because
I'm just picturing the water going in the wrong place and me
Girl,
getting like.
the first time I was trying to figure it out, I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure it out for the life of me. I was pushing, it wasn't doing the thing. So I like get down and look at it. I'm messing with the switch. I'm messing with the switch, and it just like.
Just like get you in the eye.
It got all over my face and like my clothes. I was like. So I had to, just trial and error, but now it's set up appropriately, so it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Just like turn the knob and
It's lovely.
My issue is that I kept adjusting the tilt, and so like it was a disaster.
I really enjoyed your Tushy.
Thank you.
I've used it.
Yeah,
It's great.
I'm glad that you can.
Definitely
I feel that
gonna
you
go
can
get one.
take a poop at my house.
Yep. I'm like, hey, I really need a poop. Can I come over?
Yeah, she came over for a shower once.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, her hot water was broken, and she was like,
it happened.
and she was about to take like a bath with a kettle of water.
I took a bath with that kettle of water for a couple months.
Yeah.
Damn.
You could have just come over and showered anytime.
I know.
Just so you know.
I'm not good at asking for things.
Yeah. But you didn't have to ask. You just had to come.
Hey.
And you know how to do that. I know you know how to do that.
Hey. Small price to pay.
So I have a question. What type okay, so with TikTok, what do you do with TikTok? Because you said that you wanted to be more like me on the internet, and I don't understand what that means. Because you seem to have a very good and engaged following.
You're so, I said it earlier, I was like, I want to steal your funny, because you're just so witty and funny.
No,
And
those are just other people's
multi-talented.
Those are just other people's sounds that I lip sync to.
But you do them funny.
Yeah.
It's
and
not
your
the
ideas
funniest.
for what to do around
That's
them.
because I have a dumb face.
No,
Shut up.
that's
You
not
don't.
true at all. You look
We
like a
love your
supermodel.
face.
No.
Yes,
you do.
Now I do this. I posted a butterface photo on Instagram. It's like my body looks all right, and my face is like.
But you still look hot
You
even
still
when
look
you
hot,
do
though.
that.
You're just a hot girl doing a face. You're still a really hot girl. You're just a really hot girl doing a face.
Yeah, agreed. Ding dong.
Oh, I made people mad on TikTok. I haven't opened TikTok in a minute because people are just fighting on one of my posts right now about not wanting to use my uterus.
Can I see this?
They made it all about like abortion rights and stuff, and like about how I'm killing my bloodline, and people are just fighting battles on my behalf and
That
against
sounds
me.
sad.
And I'm like, why is the internet so
Weird.
weird? Like, I just feel like everyone has an opinion about everything. Like, but I'm not. All right, even if I look at stuff, right, I'll maybe like someone's post. I never really leave a comment.
Never a negative
unless
comment.
Or a rant.
Or unless it's like, so like maybe like one of my friends, I'll comment on yours or yours. If I do comment, it's on someone that like I know and or I support or whatever, and it's something positive. I can't imagine like spending your time. That's why those apps are so like addictive to people, because like I feel like it engages people to like fight amongst each other, and that's how things blow up and get engagement. But then it's just like pushing people to like polarizing sides of things just to like keep people on the app, and it seems very toxic.
That's like really well put. I mean, and it's true. Completely.
Because I guess I just don't understand that mindset just because I'm not really a commenter. I get is that
Or a troll,
is
you mean?
Is that,
Are you a
is that the
troll?
difference though? Because okay, so even some of the people that I've clicked on, for instance, they don't have videos, or they don't have photos, or they don't have a public profile.
Right.
They aren't a creator.
They're a troll.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with not creating, because, you know, if you just observe, that's fantastic. I love people who observe, obviously, because I do stuff and I'm like, cool, you watch. That's amazing. But not everybody wants to make content. But then the people who are like judging or starting fights are people who aren't doing anything. It's like, that's the only thing that you use this media for, which seems crazy, because it seems like that would make you so miserable.
Yeah, like why would you come back if that's all that you're doing?
So in that sense, if you keep coming back, it's because you're feeding on the toxic energy. Like when stuff like that happens, I'd have to do like a post a day, or you don't like get any traction or whatever. But it's like when I see stuff like that go off, it's like sad. I wish it wouldn't, because it was just like a funny thing. Like, oh, it's like, what was it like? What's one thing that you own that you never plan on using or whatever? And I was like, and it was somebody else's sound. It wasn't even my sound. And it said like my uterus, because like fuck them kids or something. Like you don't want kids. How can something so small like that go off and make people fight to a point that it blows up like that? I don't even want that, you know?
Yeah.
It's
What's
weird.
the point of that? Yeah.
Yeah, like I just thought it was a funny comment on me not wanting to have kids for a variety of reasons that anyone who's commenting on that would never understand, because they, you know, unless maybe they've listened to this podcast. like there's some deep-rooted reasons that I don't want children, and it's like to have this platform that basically exists to make people fight is very, very weird, and it makes me uncomfortable that it's so popular.
Yep. Well, no need for that negativity. You know?
Yeah, I
I
think
like
that
to look at it.
It's annoying.
Generally, though,
you don't
don't-
need to look at it. Screw that.
generally though, don't the positive comments tend to outweigh the negative? At least on most posts that I look at.
Well, they do, and they don't. And here's one thing: is kind of like I feel like there's a lot of positive people that say positive things. I'm not saying that there's not, and I appreciate that. But sometimes the positive can even lead to a negative when it goes over. The other day I saw someone like 7 hours later was still going back and forth, and I'm like, at that point, that's toxic on both sides of it. It's like you can say something nice, like you could even maybe defend it, but after a certain point it becomes obvious that you're not going to change somebody's position on something. So what's the, like, why continue addressing it? You're pulling yourself down into like their level of negativity and hate, and then the next time you open it, you're going to want to fight again because that's where you left it the last time. It's just not healthy.
Yeah.
Block.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. But there's not really anything you can do about it. That's just kind of always been the internet, and it's just getting more and more
Outrageous.
Do you think there's like a turning point where people like stop, or is this just kind of like people?
Probably just, it's going to keep on being there. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be other platforms eventually, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's just going to keep, who knows what's going to be the future, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I just feel like and we've been adults for a majority of like the progression of the technology era, but we also remember the before times, and we're not like ancient.
We're fossils.
We're old, but we're
Where's
not
old as
ancient.
that dinosaur right there?
Yeah, and so it's like you can relate to the before and the now, and it just seems to me that it's gotten very, very, very toxic, like progressively the last couple of years.
What
It's
does
just been like,
what does everyone else think? What do you guys think?
yeah,
You know,
like, you guys can
submit
chime in and think maybe it's just because I'm in the public space, and I
Yeah.
maybe get that traction, so maybe I do see it more. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think if you want to chime in. Anchor.fm/TWND for voicemails.
We're curious.
TWNDpodcast@gmail.com. But because I feel like a lot of people have agreed with me when I've asked and talked about it, and not even really on this program, but it just seems like so much unrest, and like even if you're out in public at the store, it's just like everybody's so freaking rude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some people are just, they don't really look out for everyone else. It's just themselves.
Yeah.
And it's very apparent.
Do you experience that, or no, not so much?
Not so much. I mean, I don't know. I think I go out of my way to I don't know, be nice to people. So like I'm constantly like complimenting people or talking to them when I don't need to talk to them.
Yeah.
Like, so I think I end up like receiving a lot more positivity back when I'm out and about. Cause,
Well, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
disagree, because I try to do the same, but I've had so many instances of even like someone running into me at the grocery store and me apologizing and them just not addressing anything, and it just kind of feels, I don't know. I don't know. It just feels different.
And everybody's experiences are different. I've definitely
Yeah.
experienced some negative
Some
public
craziness.
experiences. Yeah. I got the first time I ever went to LA, I had an old lady like scream at me in the grocery store because I went up to the checkout and like she wanted to get in front of me.
And she screamed at you.
Yeah.
What?
And I was like, you weren't in line. I was next in line. I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, you need to respect your elders. And I was like,
You're like,
no,
but you have to earn respect. Actually, like,
I need to go to set.
as an elder, you should know that, you old bitch.
I had to grab some shit before I got set because they were like, hey, we had to change the script. Can you go run and get these kind of clothes? We know you didn't bring them. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So I ran to Target and I got the clothes
gosh.
and I was checking out and I was like, all right, I got to get set. I won't be that late.
Yeah.
I was running a little early. It'll be about right. And, she was mad.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't go out that much. So when I do, it's like, you know what I mean? It's more significant, those interactions. Because I really don't go out that much. I mean, Laura, you know.
I mean, we go places.
We go some places.
We go to Home Goods.
When was the last time we went to Home Goods?
No comment.
When was the last time you took me out, Laura?
It was a year ago.
When was the last time you took me out to Home Goods? You never do the things that I ask, and I just feel like you don't appreciate
You've become complacent in the relationship.
We do the
Do you
things.
not value me?
We do
anymore?
the things.
We do the things. But a lot of the things we do here.
We make a lot of, we do a lot of like baking days. We do
Here?
a lot of fun. Yeah, everything's here.
Yeah.
Or at my house.
You know what? It's safe here.
Or my
It's
house.
safe here, Molly.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want to go out there into the world where monkeypox is?
I feel like I do. I feel like I do
See?
need... No, I feel like I do need to get out more. And
Well, we
I'm
are
not eating
planning-
random untested asses. And I don't eat a lot of ass. As much ass as I used to. So I'm not really worried about the monkeypox.
Your
as
ass
much.
intake has decreased.
It has decreased
severely.
significantly.
Also,
yeah.
to be fair,
Or a lot of like
you were
repeat
in
asses. Like,
to be fair,
smaller scope of people.
you
asses.
were in Australia. Hello. Couldn't take you to Home Goods when you were in Australia.
That's
so
true.
now it's my fault.
Yeah.
Only that portion of it. That portion of it, yes, absolutely. It's your
So
fault.
now I'm making up for it, and we're trying to plan a trip. Or I'm trying to go with you.
Yes.
On your trip.
Ooh, we're having a trip coming up, and I want to talk about it to you maybe after, if there's a potential for you to maybe want to do something later this year.
Where are you
Somewhere
going?
exotic.
Oh,
Somewhere
okay. I don't have my
exotic.
passport yet.
Can you get it?
I'm gonna try.
Can you try?
Okay.
I'll try.
You should try.
I've been
tuned.
trying.
Because if it works out the way I'm planning, it's going to be a very fun time full of very good potential content as well as relaxation.
What month are you thinking?
Probably end of October.
Ooh. I do have Exotica in October.
But when?
At the end of October.
Oh. Well,
Well,
Still, we'll talk about it.
you and me, girl.
We'll talk about it.
all right. It's
You and
on.
Do you so how many conventions do you plan on going to this year, or how many have you done already?
I go to all 4 every year.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done Chicago and Miami so far. So I have the next one is Edison, New Jersey, which is my favorite one and the biggest one. And
Yeah,
then,
I remember you saying that.
And then my I'd say my third favorite is Washington, D.C., and that one's in December. So, but yeah, during October, I want to do a few different things because there's that photography workshop that I did in Wisconsin. They want to bring me back out in October. And then there's Exotica in October. And then there was a Halloween Disney trip thing in October.
Nice.
But if we can work around all of that, then I would love to.
That would be fun.
Hey,
That would be really fun. But regardless,
that passport,
it's
yo.
gonna be fun. We have a lot of things planned this year. We have merchandise now, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna start rolling that out soon.
yes.
I have Liquid Ivy. A lot of good things coming.
A lot of killer things,
A lot of
man.
killer things.
Like we've been really busy.
I've been so busy. I'm really, really tired. I don't know if you guys can tell.
Liquid Ivy.
We're
Yeah,
all tired
kicking-
club right now.
We're all tired. It's like what I was saying earlier. Like I thought I was busy before. I wasn't
No.
busy before.
It's a consistent increase in the level of busyness, I feel like.
Especially now that everything is open. And it was like
Yeah.
I said before, like, the whole cam girl thing, you're always at home.
Mm-hmm.
Start, doing mainstream shoots-ish. Then pandemic, no camming. Like, just OnlyFans. You get used to, like, just being alone and not busy, and other people not being busy and not really having to work on schedules as long as you're tested. You can hang out or, whatever, or just be chill. And now it's like everything's open full force, and we're not even used to being out in the public space.
Crazy. I know. That
so
still
busy all
feels
the
weird
time.
to me.
Yeah.
I still don't feel like, especially being like, I went to a concert, like recently, and it still feels weird walking through a venue and seeing so many people at once and being like, wow, this is how life was. Or the movie theater, for one.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
I
I
haven't
forgot
been
all those
to-
things existed.
I haven't even been to any of that stuff. Like, it's not.
So it's
like,
going to
that's
be
not-
weird.
Yeah. That's why I
We
think about,
did
like,
go to
going
a
to
sh-
convention. I'm
We
like,
went to a comedy show. Isn't that kind of...
we
really-
went to see Taylor Tomlinson.
Yeah, we did.
She was so
I am
good.
so jealous.
She was so good. Next
Taylor
time
Tomlinson.
we'll bring you.
Yes. And we had like a cool little like moment before in the makeup chairs,
Yeah.
listening to her and like you know.
Yeah.
No, it
was,
sounds awesome.
It was
She's
really
dope.
nice. But yeah, we don't do it often. But when we do, I feel like then
still
it's
feels
it's
foreign.
special, and it is foreign. It's
Being
different.
out like that.
And the last time that I was like actually going out, like I was drinking. I don't drink now.
It's
So
been
it's
almost
different. But then
2
we
years.
had those like virgin what were
Mules,
they? The virgin
Moscow
They were
mules
so
with
good.
pineapple.
With the pineapple.
Oh, that
my
sounds
and the
good.
popcorn. Like we were like living it up.
We were chilling.
We were
It was
living
so
it
fun.
up that
was so
night.
fun.
So fun.
I don't know.
We'll do it again.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a comedy show?
Yeah, no, I did. I saw Christopher Titus and Daniel Tosh.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
Dope. That's so cool.
I think that's it for me, though. I think for the live shows, but I definitely want to go see more.
Yeah, we should.
Comedy nights are the best. Like you laugh your ass off, go eat some good food.
Yeah. Have you been to Zombie Burlesque here in town?
Mm-mm.
It's really fun. It's super fun.
Oh wait, no, I did. Sorry, I blocked out the night. I remember I did go.
We should
It was a long time
plan
ago.
We should plan a night.
That'd be fun. We can
Yeah.
go see some stand up or go
Yeah.
see.
We took Kay Carter to see Josh Potter. You guys have seen Josh's episode here.
That was
really
super fun.
And Annie Letterman. It's Letterman.
Yes.
It's not Lederman. It's Letterman. Annie Letterman. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I don't want to fuck it up. Sorry if I said it wrong. I
I'm
don't
all-
think I did. Okay, cool. Anyway, do you have like a favorite comedian, or like what kind of stuff do you like to watch to like unwind or?
I like a lot of them. Like, I like, been listening to Bert Kreischer recently.
He's coming to
And-
town.
Oh my god, I fucking
in
love
September.
Girl, do you have any idea how much I love? What did you just say? What's
Bert
his name?
Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer.
I love you so much. Okay, so his name is Bert Kreischer, but on the podcast I listen to, Your Mom's House, they
Yeah.
always call him like some wrong name anytime that he's like announced or something. There's a compilation of it. Bert Krishna. Bert Krishna. And you just said that you've recently been listening to Bert Kreischer, and I love you so much. Thank you.
I do my
true.
best. Okay.
Oh, it cracks me up so much.
We gotta go see him. He's here in town.
We should get food.
September
That'd be
30th.
great.
We should get food and watch some stand up after this. I haven't watched stand up in a minute.
I'm
Honestly,
down.
I've been I love watching stand up when I feel down, because like most of the people are so dark that it's wonderful to just be able to laugh at that humor with people who
Heck
understand.
yeah, that's what we love to do. That's what we do, like pretty much all the time when we're chilling.
Yeah.
We're watching some good stand up and smoking some good greens.
Yeah. So it was like when I was talking with, Josh on here about Taylor Tomlinson and how we had watched, the special.
Yeah.
And with Kay, and basically how, relatable we found all of her comedy and like the storyline, all that. Even though she's not like a consumer of porn, she's never watched it.
She's
or,
pretty
like,
prudish,
whatever.
actually.
Yeah, exactly. But and even he was like, I bet she doesn't realize, how much relation there can be with that, because I feel like there's a lot of correlation between the adult industry and the comedy world, and that's why we can get into it so much. A lot of trauma. You know what I mean?
Everyone's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
a good thing.
No, it is a good
I
thing.
met a lot of cool people, like, just being on, like, cruise, like,
Just being on set.
amazing people. So,
Yeah.
everyone's been
And
a
everybody-
blast.
Yeah.
You good?
Everybody- Sorry. I was thinking about Taylor. I was just like, whew. All right.
She is really pretty.
She's
Right?
so pretty.
Agreed.
She's so cute.
And I love her style. She's always, like, on
I
point.
love all of her
Her little
expressions. She's so
Yeah.
great.
To you, Taylor.
To you, Taylor. We salute you with Liquid IV.
Yes. We're big fans.
No, but
Hydration check.
hydration check is important. Remember, code TWND at liquidiv.com. Save 25% free.
Yeah.
25%.
I was trying to think.
Thanks.
Fuck, I had a question.
Hmm.
You ask a question. It's your
Me?
turn now.
This isn't
You
my
look stoned,
podcast.
so I want to.
I'm super
I want
stoned,
to
yeah.
probe into your brain. What are you
She
thinking
was-
about? What were
she
you
was hitting
zoning
that-
about?
I'm not thinking about nothing.
No.
I was waiting for the question so that I could answer it. I was like, I'm going to do a good job on this question so they don't realize how stoned I am. I was wrong. I was wrong. You ruined my plans.
Her question was not it.
Oh my god.
I wasn't ready for that one.
You were not ready.
She had me
I
in the
have a
first half.
question for you girls.
What?
Has anyone ever had period sex?
Yeah, definitely.
And like when it wasn't like known it was going to be period sex?
Yeah.
And like how did your partner react? Was it good or bad?
I've never really had, I think I maybe had one partner that gave a shit. And
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean, because
it.
it's natural.
But, yeah.
First of all,
Makes
it
it-
shouldn't be weird, right?
It makes it extra. It makes it extra fucking wet. I mean, I've had a couple that only really want to do it in the shower, but then other ones are like, let me grab a towel.
And then what do you
So-
think about the shower? Like
Wait, do you like to have it on?
Yeah, no, I get really horny on my
Okay,
period.
so here's the thing. Like, I get really horny.
like
No.
It makes the
like,
cramps better.
Like I get.
Oh yeah, I could agree.
I get really horny, but like it doesn't feel good. Like
No,
like,
it doesn't. It
and-
feels like it's like mixing up the inside.
like
somehow.
no. Like it's okay. So it's like wet but dry. Like it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like it because it doesn't
Wet
because
but
it's not lubrication.
right.
So it's like it's like friction but wet and it doesn't make
I can
sense.
see how that wouldn't feel
Do you
great.
know what I mean?
No, I mean, I haven't felt. It's really, really slippery for me, but
Right? That's how I feel. Like it's really.
slippery.
I'm
But
just asking. I mean, it happened.
but I
it happened
don't
to
like
me.
it when people add like lube or anything that adds
You know,
friction. So I
actually,
wouldn't like that either.
The last time I tried it,
Right?
yeah, we've talked about this before. Alex
me
wasn't a
laugh.
fan.
Uh-uh.
Alex wasn't a fan.
No, I'm
at
not
all.
a fan of gremlins.
Me neither. I hate gremlins.
Yeah, especially
spice-
arrogant little gremlins.
Totally.
I
Agreed.
was like, I should just punt you down the street.
Bing.
As soon as Molly turns her back, I'm just gonna punt you down the street, and we're gonna put up lost flyers for you. Like,
You would put up flyers?
well, I thought you wanted to keep. I didn't know at that point that you
I
knew
didn't
he
know
was a
either.
gremlin.
We didn't know he was a gremlin.
When your friend is with somebody that you hate, you can't tell them that, because then
They'll hate you.
they'll hate you until they realize that guy sucks, or they might never realize. And even if they do realize, they might not
But you
want to
keep
be your
your
friend
mouth
anymore.
shut.
Yeah, you shut your mouth, and then you support where you can, and you cut break lines other times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the friend code.
Yeah. The first time that you came and hung out at my last house, I was like, I don't think she'll be back.
Oh.
I was like,
That
really? I was
sucks.
like, oh, that's a shame.
That's
Oh,
a
Alex
shame.
Cole. She was nice. Maybe I'll see her in passing sometime at Albertsons, or I don't know.
She was nice.
Well, you were great. You were great. I just, you knew I didn't like him in that. Was I that transparent?
But by that time, I already knew that everybody didn't.
Right.
That everybody didn't. But I just
For
tried.
the right reasons.
But I wanted friends, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, maybe I can just be, I don't know.
Have
Maybe I can
friends.
keep it in check, but you can't really.
No, you
You
can't.
couldn't really. I thought maybe.
But it wasn't any kind of a reflection on you. It was a reflection on him. So, like, when we left, we kind of looked at each other and we were like, she's too perfect for a little
Oh my
shit
God,
like
I'm
that.
not-
Yeah,
Please don't say that.
exactly.
I don't
I
like
agree
that.
on that.
I'm not-
I
I'm not
agree.
perfect.
You're not, nobody's perfect, but you're you're amazing.
She's very talented and amazing and beautiful.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
We were saying that
Yeah.
even earlier when you weren't even around.
I know.
You
And,
don't
and
need
Please
to-
insult me.
I'm
or something
sorry.
You
right
don't
now.
need to repeat
You-
on me.
Can you
so
please
don't-
insult me and just tell me something that will hurt me?
you're like,
insult you?
Yeah. Tell me something. It has to. You're building me up too much. Tell me something that will hurt me.
There's nothing. I have nothing. I have nothing.
Bullshit.
That would hurt her? I could never.
no.
I could never. I
I
don't
know,
have,
I know
have
stuff
1
you
ounce
think.
of that.
I know
in
stuff
me.
you think about yourself, but I don't
See,
agree
and
with
this
any of
is
it.
why
I have not 1
no
ounce.
one
of
can
that.
hurt my feelings worse than me.
It's true.
See?
It's true. Same though, because I would be just as uncomfortable, but I still can't stop myself.
We're all our own biggest enemy, or we pick on ourselves the most.
Mhm.
Not everybody does. Just us.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Well, that's
I
why
mean,
we're friends. Like,
Yeah.
Some people do, but some people think that there's nothing in the world that could possibly be better about them, and no room for growth.
I'm glad we're
That's
not
why
like
we're
that.
friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
Thank
growth
goodness.
is important. I was really happy that I finally got to connect with you being here, because just knowing of you and in passing for so long, you're just such a beautiful, genuine person.
See, now it's your
Yeah.
turn to make me uncomfortable.
Don't stay
I know.
away. Don't
But
stay
it's
away.
genuine.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's truth.
I'm not
But then
mad.
you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
"Ooh."
Yeah, I don't want to see you once every 3 years, please.
No, definitely. I was like, man, I should really get out of my fucking house more. Like, I should really.
Socializing, it's a lot.
It's
too.
just the anxiety, like even coming over. And I love Molly and everything, and I know you're very nice, and it was just like, I feel a little nauseous. Maybe I should stay home today and not go outside of the house today.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be better.
I feel that. I've been
Yeah.
there. I still have those moments.
We
but
all do.
you know what you gotta start doing?
Mm.
Gotta start going to gym.
Yeah, I know.
You
Actually, we were just
Jim,
talking
you
about
come
that.
with me to gym,
Jim.
Yeah.
and I make you big and strong.
Yeah.
And then you take all those weird feelings and you put them inside of your muscles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you
And
go,
you cover them up with more muscles. And you just cover them up with more muscles. And then you don't have to worry about those feelings anymore, because you're all big and strong. You took care of those feelings. You showed them who's boss.
Hey.
like titans inside the walls of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Have you girls, either of you, done kickboxing?
Uh-uh.
And is it
I'm
something
so
you want to try?
I'm so uncoordinated.
I want to try it. And I'm
You
really.
should try it.
I
I
can't do
really
anything
want
that'll
to.
bruise me, because then I'll...
I'll be
Yeah.
bruised.
You can
I
be
know.
bruised.
I'll be really bruised. I bruise like
and I'll make
just-
you squat with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Squiggity squats.
Nothing feels better than exhausting yourself with a bunch of squats because it leaves you very little room to think about much else, or you just use that, like, whatever you're having for that day, you just push it into your exhales and you just push more weight.
This is true.
I actually got recognized at the gym we went in Miami because he gave me a day pass, so I went with Danny and he showed me how to do some stuff. And then later I got a message on Instagram and it was like, hey, I saw you at the gym. And I was like, I don't go to the gym. And he's like, no, in Miami a while back. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, probably, yeah. And he's like, ain't no white girl got an ass like that.
They're like, oh boy.
I'm sure they do, but you don't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well,
But-
just come to the gym with me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I always look, okay, so I caught myself the other day on my rest period in the mirror at the gym, and I was like, oh God, no one will ever approach you if you're sitting with me, because I look really angry and kind of masculine. Like my hair like really
hot.
pulled back, and I'm like,
Hot.
like just heaving, just like,
I feel like I look like a little rodent at the gym because my ears are huge and I have my hair tied back so you can see them. And I catch myself in the mirror and I'm just like, oh, look at that cute little mouse that wandered in here.
oh, I have a way to help you with that.
Huh.
There's a way to position your sweatband.
Okay. I didn't even wear a sweatband. That was just my face.
She's serious.
No, I'm serious. Like,
She
I
goes
know.
serious.
I need
Yeah.
some
I'm
gym
down to
hair.
No,
try
I
any
mean, you're
tricks.
serious when you go work out. You have a sweatband.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
hardcore.
it's a headband. I just use it to collect the sweat because there's a lot of it because I'm disgusting. Like, I sweat so much every time that I lay down on a machine. I have to wipe it down because
Wow.
there's just a lot of sweat. And I'm like, I don't feel like I'm working hard enough to be sweating this much. I think my body just, like, doesn't like to be hydrated, which is why I drink liquid IV.
You should sell your sweaty gym clothes.
Nobody has, like, really requested that lately. I mean, I would maybe be amenable to it, but I don't think it is what they think that they want.
I mean, it sounds like it's
You're
exactly
like, I
what they
don't
want.
recommend.
I mean, that's like I don't like suggest it like for consumption, like just
Consumption.
I mean,
like
if they like gym clothes, then your sweaty gym clothes would be like perfect.
Gold, she's saying.
Yeah.
It would be
yeah, I guess
gold.
I could like sell my I would
And then
sell
you
my
don't have
sweaty
to wash
socks. Like I
them.
don't really care.
And then
Yeah.
I just love selling my clothes because then I don't have to wash them.
That's true. Laundry is a hassle.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually kind of find laundry folding really nice and therapeutic. 'Cause
Trust me,
I'm
you-
85 years old, but
There's
What?
plenty of other
You
laundry.
do?
yeah.
Holy shit. Man,
like-
that's like my least favorite
I like
thing.
to sit on the bed with a podcast and just fold.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
Me too, actually. I have some new true crime channels and stuff for you too.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I have the tab actually that you sent me. The
Oh, yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. And did I show you Bose versus the World?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, I got to show you that one before I leave today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm excited. There's so many fun things. I like that you're into true crime and like.
Yeah.
Do you have you seen Blackbird?
No,
It's on Apple TV. Do you
I don't
Apple?
have that. But Danny might.
Do you? Okay, I already finished it. And there's nothing else on Apple TV that I want to watch. Do you want to take my Apple TV to your house, or you just bring it back?
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
It's Blackbird. It's really good. You're gonna really like it. I
Is
wasn't
it-
sure at first, but it's about like a serial killer thing. I can't like give it away
No,
too
no,
much.
don't
but
give it
it's-
away. Is it like a long series or how many episodes or
I
like
think
is it
there's
a
9
Okay.
episodes.
because I want to try to watch
One
it fast and
season?
get it back to you so you don't
No,
have to
no,
pay
I-
for more.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I've
Is that
okay.
not how
So
that works?
apparently somehow, I discovered that I've been paying for Apple TV for 2 years.
Oh.
I was like, oh, because I went on to just see how much it would cost to get Apple TV, and then it was like, oh,
You
you
already
have a
have
subscription.
it.
I was like, oh.
Oh shit.
She's like,
So I just like
damn.
had it, so I'll just cancel it eventually. But I'm already paid through this billing cycle, so you might as well just take it.
All right. I'll try to get it back to you before the next billing cycle.
It's okay. I'll probably forget, even if you.
I'll
do it.
remind you. No, because I'll remind you and then I'll stay here until you cancel it.
She won't. Yeah, she won't.
I will be frugal on your
I
behalf.
have to go through and like delete so many things. Like there's so many things that just pile up that you're
I'll
just
be
like,
here for a
what
few
the hell?
days.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Just like, hey, I'm
It's like-
sleeping.
it's just
I'm
like
sleeping on
with-
your couch for the third night in a row. Delete Apple TV.
Yeah.
It's just like with the boxes
I'm almost
that
done.
you accumulate.
Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the boxes you accumulate. Like that box, you could keep that box. You never know when you're gonna need that box.
You don't. You never know because
never know.
you might need to repair this. Like
you
it
might need
break.
to repair it. You might need to bring it in.
Yeah.
But guess what? You don't really need that box. You could just take a photo of it. You just take a photo of the serial number.
Yeah,
But
I
we
guess,
keep the
I guess
boxes.
you're right, but then what if you lose that digital file and then you can't get your
Well, you could
dildo
back
repaired?
it up to Dropbox or Google Drive or...
That's so wild.
I just don't trust anything.
could write it
I
in
always
the
think the
notes.
file's going to corrupt.
I know, but then we accumulate boxes. And let
Yeah.
me tell you, the amount of boxes when I moved out of that last house. Just boxes
I'm
that
still
I threw. I was like, why do I have these? I don't have this anymore. But I have the box.
I have an
What is it doing?
Xbox 360, and I have the box for it. The 360.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, I know. I
You gotta
know.
let it
I know.
go.
I really need to clean out my old house so that I can repair it and then start renting it, because I moved into the new house at the beginning of the year, and it's getting close to September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we do a decoration?
This is a
move-in
cry
day?
for help. This is a
Because
cry for
You're
help.
gonna talk to the
Because-
right girls.
Help me, please.
I set up
Um,
because I set up this room. I can help you.
Well, there's multiple
help you
things
set
that I
up the
need,
things.
and I'm willing to pay for help because
you
I
don't
no
have
no
to
no
pay me
because
for
that's
help.
We'll be
I
there.
think I think the decorating part will be fun for you, so I understand that we'll
You
just
just
do
buy
that
the
as friends.
stuff.
But I'm saying, like, my old house still has a lot of items in it that I need to go through and either pack or throw away so that I can rent that house out, so that I'm not
Okay.
just paying 2 mortgages. But I need help because
got
it
you.
will take me the rest of
We can do
next
this.
year
We
to do
got
it by
this.
Laura and I
myself.
are movers and groovers. This is what we do.
I don't know if
man.
you know our title. It's Mover Groover.
Groover.
Oh, I didn't know
do
that.
You
Yeah.
know, do you know that I used to move every 6 months to 8 months? Like 6 months, maybe a year, longest staying place.
Did you know I'm
the entire
currently
time
moving?
I was with my
so
ex.
we
We moved
know.
all the time so that you can't accumulate friends, because then you get a support system.
Yeah.
So you keep moving.
That's true.
So we
That's
kept
true.
moving. So I'm really fishing and moving.
That's
and
isolation 101.
downsizing.
Except you've had me for how long now? So, but you know,
Well-
she doesn't move from me.
See, I dived face first into the
I don't
grind
move from
set,
you.
so that's why
I
I
will
don't have
never
any
move.
friends.
What?
I said I
What?
dived.
I'm sorry. No. What did you just say?
No, I
that
said
you don't have any
No,
friends.
you're
Oh,
not listening.
I'm sorry.
You're not
I forgot.
listening. I love you so much. So I dived face first into the grind set, so that's why I didn't have any friends. But now I'm trying to reconnect and make more time for friends like you.
Oh my god! I just had to pick apart what grind set was for a second.
It was a joke. Isn't it funny?
I know,
Isn't
but I
it
got
funny
it,
that I
and
used
then it
an
was
Andrew
like,
Tate word?
He got deleted off of it.
I know. How do you feel about that?
I think it's kind of a pity because I liked watching them because I thought they were funny as shit. I was like, look
I
how
have
unhinged
started
you are, Cobra Tate.
noticing.
I don't know.
I was
what
like,
it
you are
is.
so
Andrew
fucking
Tate.
unhinged. What a character! Like
He's
and
like
the
a
pity's
incel.
like he's like objectively smart, I guess. Like I think that there's a certain mental awareness, and I think like to create the kind of following and wealth, like even if you're feeding bullshit to a huge audience that you know is
You
there to
think?
eat it up in some way, that's business minded. But do I think he's a good person? No. No.
Well, he's definitely not a good person, but I don't know. I can't tell if he's like smart or if he's not, because like just the shit that he says, and like if you watch him on like
I
he's
think-
definitely come a long way with how he presents himself, because if you watch him on Big Brother, he's so shy and quiet and not saying anything.
Yeah. He really blew up when he was on YMH.
I think TikTok was a big part of him blowing
Yeah,
up, wasn't
TikTok
it?
too, with all the podcast clips and stuff
I have
like that.
I have started noticing though in my cam room like people saying little things, and I'm like, that's such an Andrew Tate thing to say.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like that's why I think on some level to be able to push that ideology and push that idea out to a populace that is like accepting of it and just
Yeah.
needed a figurehead for that kind of thing. It's like, well, that's what you get. And I'm not saying that, you know, even necessarily smart all around, but
Right. No, I get what
business
you're
minded,
saying
I
now.
suppose, or manipulative is a good way to put it.
I think too, like there was just such an opening for it. I think a lot of young men are really disillusioned. They don't like feeling like they're the bad guy from the get, and
Yeah.
it's nice to hear like it's not your fault, it's someone else's fault. You know, so I think people are like talking about banning him to keep him from influencing the youth, but I think we just need to take care of our young men instead.
I think we need to just start educating in other ways, because I think that it's not often taught, you know, how to behave. We weren't taught that growing up, like
No.
how we were supposed to be treated or how necessarily to treat, do unto others as you do, like that stupid church bullshit. But that's not the actuality of like how someone should treat you or how you should treat other people and like the correct way to present yourself socially and in a way that's caring and empathetic or at least sympathetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
What it's right to expect from other people and what you need to provide for yourself.
Exactly.
In the real world.
Yeah. What you're owed and what you are not owed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you see those freaking clips about, if she has an OnlyFans and she has a boyfriend, then the boyfriend should be entitled to half of it. It's like, why? Because in some instances, maybe she was already a creator. Didn't matter. If she's not creating content with him, why is he entitled to anything? And if he doesn't like the situation, he's perfectly happy to leave it. And also, more to that point, as someone who took a majority of my income and put it places that I never personally would have, and like, the amount of money that was wasted that I could have, saved or, invested in other ways is gone.
And that's a problem that happens with a lot of creators.
And this is from me earning from a job that was not my choice to get into, that I was put into by a man. And it's like, so in that case, it's like, well, that wasn't my choice. Then I was just being used in that way. So you still think he's entitled to that? Like, what are you entitled to? It's just like people who expect you, just because you do, the job that you do, whatever that is, that they're entitled to, get whatever type of content it is that they want from you. And it's like, well, it's not a, end all be all. It's still to your own comfort level. It's still to, how you respect yourself or what you want to put out or what you're comfortable doing. People aren't just entitled to your time or to know every aspect of your life. And it goes back to that whole parasocial idea where they feel like because they spend the time and the interaction that they know like all about you, even though they only know, bits of you. Because even, bits of me, I don't share with all of my friends. I don't share a lot with, family or like whatever. There's different things that you share with different people. And it's like, just because you see somebody on a screen or listen to somebody or, consume their content doesn't really mean that you know them.
True.
I don't know.
True.
Do you guys want to get food? I'm hungry.
What kind of food do you want?
I don't know. I was thinking like a flower child, like a true food or something. Like something that's like healthy but like colorful.
Yeah.
Food does
I feel
sound
like
good.
colorful food.
I like
right now.
healthy, colorful food.
They have these chicken enchiladas and oh my god.
I think that's where we ate last time.
It might
So
have been.
I'm super down for
I'm
that.
obsessed.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
All right. Well, so before we leave you, Alex, where can they find you on all the socials if they don't already follow you and consume you?
Consume
If
me.
they don't already come to you to
I've made
be
that kind of
consumed.
content. I've made that kind of
Consuming
content
people?
too.
Do you wanna
Consuming and being
come-
consumed.
Do you want to consume people with me when in
Yes.
a video?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I would love that.
I would love that too.
Oh, no.
Also, maybe I can work out you being my sex therapist. And remember, guys, if you've listened this far, please write in twndpodcast@gmail.com, anchor.fm/twnd for voicemails. We can have Alex back.
I would
we
love
can
that.
all get suits. We can do a sex therapy chat.
We could do a section of your thing where it's like sex therapist.
section.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yes.
And we can do.
I love it.
And apparently we need to name this character as well.
Yes, we do.
We decided.
We need to
We
have
need
more
ideas
of
for
a-
names for this character.
So we need to name characters. We need more submissions. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
If you are only listening on audio, there are full video episodes at youtube.com/Molly Stewart Chats. You guys can watch, and if you do, leave a comment. It helps the algorithm, and leave us a rating. Thank you to Liquid IV for sponsoring the podcast. Code TWND. Help the podcast. LiquidIV.com. We'll see you next week.
Stay wholesome.
Stay wholesome, everybody. Mwah.